Trump's been talking about Greenland since he got re-elected. It has been on his mind for a long time. There are multiple schools of thoughts and multiple ideas out there why Donald Trump is so interested in getting Greenland. That is the question. So, where does it start? The Greenland question. Where does it start? It all comes down to the rivalry between America and China. So, since the end of World War II, America has been offering all the nations on the wall protection and prosperity if you work closely with United States. But China offered the other thing, which is you don't have to be like me. You don't have to change your government. You don't have to rebuild your nation for 30 years. You just have to do a business with us and your nation will be prospering. Meaning more infrastructure down the line in the future. So your country will be developed as well. So when it comes to changing the nation into a better one, America's proposition is more expensive and lengthy. If you look at South Korea, it was the same after the ceasefire agreement between South Korea and North Korea. So South Korea went through a lot of hardship for like 30 years before they come up on top as today. It was a long and tenuous road. So we saw South Korea as a success because right now South Korea is successful. But they had to go through a lot of pain, suffering, and hardship just to reach this level. And they are not fundamentally happy right now. So the world has to ask a question. Do we really need to destroy the current systems we have and change it to America's liking and let America control our countries, and then after 30 years we might get a shot at being rich and powerful and still be in control of United States? Or we can do it cheaper, go with China's plan, let them take control of our economy, let them get the better end of the deal. Of course, this is business. China is not your friend. China is a businessman. Of course, they will try to take the better end of the deals, of any deal they do. But this is cheaper than destroying the current system you have and build a like-minded state just like United States and let United States control and go through like 30 years, at least 30 years of hardship. So did Japan. Japan went through like 30 years of hardship before they become super powerful as of now. So we all saw Japan and South Korea as prime examples. Yeah, you can prosper, but it will take you like 30 years. And a lot of hardships and a lot of re-indoctrinating into a new system. Yeah, it's a long and tenuous road and more expensive down the line. So countries are seeing China as a different option and they are taking China's deal rather than America's deal because it's giving them a choice to be themselves and be prosperous. Who can say no to that? Because we are all egoistic people. So it's the same with nation leaders. So they're choosing China because China's option is cheaper. So geopolitically, China offers a cheaper upgrade. So yeah, cost effective, more reasonable, cheaper. Every nation wants to work with China on that deal. Even the European Union wants to do that sometimes. But, they still need to keep their egos in check. So America realizes he has already lost all of Asia to China. Now nothing happens in Middle East without China's nod in the head. It's getting serious now. America is cornered. America needs to find a solution. And after Trump become president again, well, actually, Joe Biden didn't really do enough of this situation because He was a peacetime president, not a crisis time president. So they had to replace Joe Biden with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a crisis time president. What he predicted came true. China became more powerful under Joe Biden. So as every cornered wild beast do, America wants to lash out. And what we're seeing in Greenland and South America are US lashing out against its neighbor, because US know they must now consolidate power in the Western Hemisphere. If they don't do it right now, their survival is at risk. The security of US survival lies within two places, South America and Greenland. This is US struggling to survive and lashing out. Believe me, every geopolitical wizards out there who understand the situations don't look at United States as the big bad wolf of the wall. We all look at United States as the old warrior who is kind of tired, terminally ill, yet deadly kind of warrior. So everyone kind of thinks like, hey, why not let the old champion talk about his wartime stories, throw a little tantrum here and there, and let him tire himself out before he go to sleep. With respect, right? There's no honor in fighting an elderly. And that is basically what China is planning to do. Let the enemy destroy itself. So US is lashing out. So when Trump came into office again, all of these data around the geopolitical sphere reported the same thing. We need to consolidate power and our pace in the Western Hemisphere, starting with Greenland, ending with all of South America. Or we lose to China. So Trump chose the natural and only option. This is where the Greenland question originated. This is where the Greenland question started.